we can pick up where we left off on the phone. Some of the things you mentioned are the challenges of your everyday team with administrative goals, strategic goals, business and people demanding more and faster turnarounds. We call those the 6 paradoxes facing HR. And for HR to really be successful organizationally, would you agree that all these things have to happen simultaneously in your organization? So these are the primary challenges of HR, the outside and the inside demands of your organization. You mentioned a couple things like your workload is overwhelming and your team can't focus on strategic objectives, which I can imagine, as you said, causes a lot of stress and lowered morale, in addition to just making it feel like a lot of work and not a lot of fun to do your job. So another way to think about your work is to map a model. And so this is an example of a model. Taking strategy and limited HR capabilities, which puts you in a position to not be able to deliver HR capabilities that you need to. So using this model would create a lack of support, limited satisfaction, and insufficient focus on the business goals, really just not being able to effectively do your job. So this would be just an example of the way that HR works right now. Moving ahead, here's an idea of what the next generation of HR delivery, if you can imagine yourself in this position, if you would adopt a new kind of an HR delivery model, you would empower your team, save money, enhance leadership skills, and create just a much better culture, more fun place to work. You'd have a more strategic approach, you'd have more metrics and measurements, you'd have an ability to consistently deliver because you could see where you were in a process and execute accordingly, and you'd also save money with a more cost-effective way of delivering services. How would that sound to you? It would feel a little bit different. Can you tell me a little bit more about how you see this fitting for you? So, yes, it's a good question. How do we get to this next state? At a high level, we would need to understand your starting point and set some transformative objectives. We would design your direction for the future, and we would use process and technology to align to your organization by milestone or by goal. So those are some approaches that we take to helping you map your current organization into that future state of more strategic and more automated processes for your support and strategy. So to conclude, we can help you with the business strategy. We can look at how your people use processes and their capabilities to design and support a new delivery model. We can look at what HR is functional for and clearly define the services that are required, and we can help you with the operating model. The model is the process and the technology and the people that you need to deliver. Wouldn't it be great to have a new approach that would give you that insight, that administrative control, and also that strategic outcome that you're looking for to be an important part of the organization, to have a seat at the executive table and to be on top of that workload and doing the more strategic functions that your XYZ bottling company needs? Thanks for your time today.